So let's start today's practice with a centering, focusing on our breathing. So find your comfortable seat and allow the spine to lift upwards. Good, draw the shoulders up, roll the shoulders back and release them down. And then invite the eyelids to close and just take a nice long, easy in-breath and exhale. Letting go of any nervous thoughts. Again, long, easy in-breath and exhale. Just letting go of that maybe internal restlessness. Maybe you feel restless in your thinking, in your nervous system, in your body. Just noticing where there's any just restlessness. And as you exhale, see if you can let that go. And then noticing the natural length of the breath. Is the breath long? Is it short? Is the breath ragged? Is the breath smooth? Just noticing the general state of your breath today. And noticing that bringing awareness to the breath naturally slows the breath down, and notice that effect. Noticing how slowing the breath down helps soften through the shoulders. Helps relax the chest and the belly. And then setting an intention for our yoga practice today. What is it you'd like to receive from your practice? How is it you'd like to show up for the practice? And setting an intention for our time together. And then with awareness on that intention, taking the sound of the bell, following it to the end. And then let's move into some sun breaths. So bring the hands down by the sides. And as you inhale, reach the arms out to the sides. Top of the in-breath, the fingertips touch overhead. Slight pause. And then as you exhale, slowly release the arms down by the sides. Bottom of the out-breath, the fingertips touch the earth. Good, again, moving with the breath. Inhale, arms out to the sides, fingertips touch. Going at your own pace. Slight pause, exhale, bringing the hands down by the sides. Let's do that 2 more times, just with the breath, slow motion. Good, and then as you inhale again, let's lift up through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, lower the chin to the chest. And then slowly roll the right ear up to the right shoulder. Good, then roll the chin back to neutral, and then bring the left ear to the left shoulder. And just very slowly roll the chin down and to the side, focusing attention on sensation in the back of the neck. Good, and then release the head down, and then lift the chin back to neutral, and then draw a little figure 8 with the nose. And then reverse direction. And then let that motion come to stillness. And now reach the arms out in front of you, and then just wiggle the fingers. And then bring the hands together, interlacing the fingers, and then draw a little circle. Just rotate the hands around the wrists. And then reverse direction. Good, and now turn the palms away from you and stretch the arms out. And then lift the arms up, press up. And then lower the hands behind the head, bringing the chin up, bringing the elbows wide. Take a nice full breath into the wide open space in the chest. And then release the hands, slide the hands onto the shoulders, and then draw little circles with the elbows. And then reverse direction. Good, and then release, lower the hands down and bring the left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you. And then inhale, lift, and exhale, twist to your right. Good, and then back to neutral and switch sides. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind you. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, twist. Good, and then return back to center. And now place your hands on your knees, and let's draw a little circle with the torso. Back here. And then reverse direction. Good, and then let that motion come to stillness, and then stretch the feet out in front of you. And then point and flex, toes, heels, toes, heels. And now circle the feet around the ankles. And then circle in the opposite direction. Good, and now bounce the legs up and down. All right, so let's slide the feet wide apart, as wide apart as you can comfortably spread them, and then bring your left heel in by the right thigh. Good, turn the torso to face the extended right leg. Lift up through the torso and then slide the hands down the leg, taking hold of the foot, ankle, calf, wherever the hands reach, and then lower the chin down. Feeling a stretch in the back of the right leg. And then slide the hand back up. Let's lift the left arm up and then lower the left hand just behind the left hip, and then lift up to half circle. So nice long line of energy down the right side of the body. Look up at the raised hand. Nice long, easy stretch. Full breath. And then release, back down, and let's repeat this on the other side. So stretch the left leg out, right heel in by the right thigh, or left thigh. Good, lift the torso to your left, and then slide the hands down, taking hold of the foot, ankle, calf, wherever the hands meet, and then lower the head down into seated forward bend. So, as always, we find our point of maximum stretch, and as you exhale, let it soften. Good, and then lift the right arm up, and then lower it just behind the right hip. Lift the left arm up, stretch into half circle, Ardha Mandalasana. Nice long, easy breath here up the left side of the body. Good, and then slowly release back down, and then slide the feet together. Take hold of the feet, and then gently rock side to side. Good, and then let that motion come to stillness, and then bring the hands behind you and slide the feet a little wider than hips width, and then slowly roll to the side. Inhale to center, exhale, roll to the other side. But just move with the breath. Inhale to center, exhale to the side. Just noticing how's your breathing and Let it be long and full and conscious. Bring awareness to the breath. And then lower the knees over to your left and hold. And then bring the hands on either side of the left knee. And then inhale, lift the torso up. Exhale, stretch forward and down. Lift that back leg up. Good, and then release the knee down, stretch, lengthening up through the torso. And then again, exhale, lengthen forward and down. Lift the back leg up. And release the knee down. Good, and now let's walk the hands to your left, bringing the palms outside the left thigh. And then inhale, lift up. Exhale, look back over the left shoulder. Good, and then walk the hands around. And let's lift the knees up and repeat to the opposite side. So lower the knees over to your right. Bring the hands on either side of the right knee. Good, inhale, lift. Exhale, stretch forward and down. Lift that back leg up. Good, release the knee down. Lengthen upwards. And again, exhale, lengthen forward and down. Lift that back leg up. Good, and release the knee down. And then walk the hands to your right. So palms outside the right thigh. Good, inhale, lift. Exhale, look back over the right shoulder. Good, and then release, walking the hands back around. And let's move onto the hands and knees, coming to table pose. Bringing the wrists beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips. And then circle the hips around just to check in on your range of motion in the hips today. Good, and then reverse direction. And then let that motion come to stillness. And then taking a breath, and as you exhale, arch the back, chin to chest, tailbone tucked under. And as you inhale, lower the belly down, lift the tailbone up, lift up through the crown of the head. Good, exhale into cat tilt. Inhale into cow tilt. So focusing on sensation as you move between the two postures, moving with the breath. Good, and then return back to starting position. Taking a breath, and then exhale, bring the right ear to the right hip. Inhale to center, exhale left ear to left hip. Inhale to center. So slow the motion down to be in sync with the very slow breath. We're not rushing, just letting the breath and movement be luxurious. Good, and then come back to starting position. Step the knees together, and then just bring your right knee just slightly ahead of the left knee, and then shift the hips back over the heels, forehead down, and now walk the fingertips to your right, keeping them on the mat. Noticing the deep stretch on the left side of the body. Good, and then lift the hips back up, walk the hands back to neutral, and then step that right knee back, and then bring the left knee slightly forward. Again, shift the hips back over the heels, and then walk the fingertips to your left, deepening the stretch on the left side of the back. Nice, long, easy breath. Good, and then walk the hands back to neutral, lift the hips up, and then step the knees in line with one another, and then bring the knees wide. So step the knees out to the sides, and then shift the hips back over the heels, reach the forehead down. Nice, long, easy breath down the length of the spine. Good, and then lift the hips back up, step the knees together. And now let's take your blocks. Hopefully you have your blocks handy. And then bring the blocks to their highest height here, longwise facing up. And then step your right foot in between the blocks. You want to have the knee directly over the ankle. And then tuck the back toes under. And now lift up into runner's lunge here. Okay, the arms are active, back leg is active. And now straighten that front knee, lower the nose towards the knee, and feel the deep stretch in the back of the legs. Relax through the back of the neck and hold here, just sensing sensation. If you need to micro bend the knee, then that's fine. Good, and then lower the back knee back to the mat and slide that right knee back to meet the left. And then let's do same thing other side. So step the left foot in between the blocks. Tuck the right toes under, and then lift that back leg up, or lift back knee up. And now straighten that front knee. Lower the nose towards the knee. Good, and then bend that front knee, lower the back knee to the earth, and then let's bring both knees back. And now place the blocks right underneath your shoulders, so we're bringing them right into table, to a modified table, and then reach the left arm out to the side, look up. Good, release the hand down, and then same thing other side, reach the right arm out to the side and up. Good, and then release that hand down. And now using the blocks, let's find our way up to a standing position. So just, and then you can put the blocks off to the side as you come to standing. And now bring the feet underneath your hips. And then slowly rock forward and back. And then come to stillness just in front of the heels. And now raise the arms out to shoulder level. Lift up through the torso. Turn the palms out, or lift the palms up, and then extend the arms out. So you're pressing the walls away from you. Good, and then lower the hands down. And now press your right palm towards the earth. Bring your left palm out in front of you and reach it up overhead. And then reach the left palm up and the right palm down. Good, and then switch sides. Bring the left palm down, right palm up. Engage the arms. Press up through the right palm, press down through the left palm. This is a Qigong move, separating the earth and the sky. Good, and then release the hands down. And then shake the hands. All right, let's do longevity breath. So for this, let the knees be soft. And as you inhale, stretch the arms up. And as you exhale, bend the knees, swing the arms down. So inhale, lift up, and exhale, swing down. Moving with the breath. Ha. Nice long, slow inhale up. Nice long, slow exhale down. Good, then last one. Ha. And back to standing. Good. Step the feet in a little closer together so the inner feet are touching or just slightly apart. We'll move into mountain pose. Remember, our postures are always steady and comfortable. So let's create a steady and comfortable mountain as we shift our weight forward over the in front of the heels. And then draw the energy up, activating the calves. Activate the thighs. Lift up through the ribs. Draw the shoulders up, back, and down. And then activate the arms. Slowly draw the arms out to the sides. Turn the palms up. And then reach the arms overhead. So find your stability here. Find your comfort. Find your breath. Standing strong and stable. Breath is slow and steady. And then slowly reach the arms out to the sides, feeling each sensation as the arms move through space. And then turn the palms down and slowly release the arms down. And relax and shake. All right, let's take one of the blocks and place it outside your right foot. We'll move into a balancing posture now. So shift the weight over the right leg, lifting that left knee up. And then let's activate the right leg. And now lift the left foot up, crossing it in front and placing the toes on top of the block. And then bend the right knee, and let's interlace the arms. So we're going to bring be your left elbow under your right, and then if you can bring the palms together, great. If not, just have the back of the palms touching. And then bend the knees a little more deeply, tilt the torso forward, find your drishti, find a focal point. And then as you have your stability, release your foot from the block. Good, and then release the foot back to the block, lift the torso up, unravel the arms, and then step off the block, back to neutral. And then shake, shake, shake. So same thing other side, bring the block outside your left foot. Good, let's bend the knees and then shift the weight to the left, lifting that right foot and placing it on top of the block. Good, and now have the right elbow under the left as you interlace the arms. Good, bend the knees a little more deeply, tilt the torso forward, finding your drishti, and then as you have your stability, release the foot from the block. Good, and then release the foot to the block, release the arms, and then shake off, shake off. Good, let's move the block off to the, actually no, keep the block handy. We're gonna use it for triangle pose. And then step the feet a nice wide distance apart, maybe 3.5, 4 feet, or one leg's length apart. And then rotate your right foot out 90 degrees and place the block just outside your right ankle. Indent your left foot slightly to the right. Turn the hips so the hips are facing the long edge of your mat. Shoulders over hips. And then raise the arms up to shoulder level. And then slowly stretch the torso to your right. Good, come back to neutral. And again, slowly stretch to the right. Come on back. And then extend to the right. And then release the right hand down, left arm up. Look up at the raised left hand. Use the block to tent your fingertips on top of the block if the fingers reach that. Good, and then lift the torso up. And let's take a breath in between. So taking a breath and then hop the feet back to center. And then shake, shake, shake. Good, so same thing other side. So step the feet nice wide stance, and then turn your left foot 90 degrees. Place that block just outside the left ankle. Indent the right foot slightly to your left. Arms to shoulder level. And then shift the torso to your left. Good, release back to neutral. And again, stretch the torso to your left. Good, release back to neutral. And then extend the torso to your left. Release the fingertips down. And then reach the right arm up. Looking up if that works for your neck. The raised fingertips. Good, and then lift the torso back up, turn the feet in, and then let's do heel toe, heel toe. Good, feet together. Long, easy breath, and exhale, letting go. Let's take that block again and place it right in between the legs. Raise the arms up to shoulder level. And then as you squeeze the block, slowly bend the knees and arch the back. Keep the block squeezed. And then lift up. And then squeeze the block, lower back down. Good, lift up. And then squeeze the block, lower back down. Keep the back arched. Turn the palms in. Then a little more challenge, let's lift the heels off the mat. Keeping that block squeezed. Good, and then straighten the legs, release the hands down. And now let's bring the hands together behind the back. Interlace the fingers. And if the hands don't comfortably get together, you can use your strap. And then squeeze the shoulder blades together behind the back. And now hinge forward at the hips. Lengthen the torso forward and down. Raise the arms up behind you. And then relax through the back of the neck. Now, if you have uncontrolled high blood pressure or glaucoma, then keep the head at heart level or above. But otherwise, relax the head down. Standing Yoga Mudra. Good, and then slowly lift the torso up, release the hands, and then release the block. Let's come down to a kneeling position. Knees are about hips width apart. And then lift the arms up to shoulder level. And as you inhale, shift the torso back and exhale forward. Good. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back and hold. Good. And then come back up to neutral. And then spin around into a seated position with the knees bent and the feet flat on the mat. And then take hold of the thighs from the bottom. And then lean back and then lift the feet up. Lift up through the lower back. And then release the hands and slowly extend the torso away from the thighs, lowering very slowly towards the earth, and then gradually release and relax the whole body onto the mat. And now lifting both knees up to the chest. Place one hand on each knee and then draw a circle with the knees. And reverse direction. Good, and then reach the arms out to the sides at shoulder level. And slowly lower both knees over to your left, stacking that right knee on top of the left. And then checking the low back with your right hand. And if there's an arch in the back, lift the knees a little closer to the chest. And then turn the head to your right. As you hold this twist, take in a nice long easy breath, and on the exhale, relax the right hip. Take in a breath. As you exhale, relax the ribs. Take in a breath. As you exhale, relax the shoulder. And then lift the knees back up to neutral. And then let's repeat this to the opposite side. So lower the knees over to your right, stacking the left knee on top of the right. And then check the low back with your left hand. If there's an arch in the spine, lift the knees a little closer to the chest, and then turn the head to the left. Walking the feet out so there's a 90-degree angle between the calves and thighs. Good, nice long easy breath here, and as you exhale, relax the left hip. Get another breath as you exhale, relax the ribs. Taking a breath as you exhale, relax the shoulder. Good, and then lift the knees back to neutral. And invite the body to just stretch and move however it's calling for before coming into Shavasana for relaxation meditation. And this contemplation is from the book called Deep Listening by Jillian and Pransky. Enjoy a few long, deep breaths. Notice what's happening in your immediate space in this moment. Listen. Name a few sounds that you hear. What surrounds you? Now shift your attention inward as you continue to be aware of your breath. Ask yourself, what do I feel like right now? What does my body feel like? What's my energy level? What is my mood? What is my mental state? Just noticing what it's like to be you, just as you are. And then from this place of inner attunement, just let your awareness come back to the fingers, back to the toes. And invite the body to stretch and move as if waking up for the first time today. And then finding your way back to a seated position without disturbing your relaxation. And then once again, sitting nice and tall, just taking a deep breath and exhale, letting go. And acknowledging yourself for taking this time to nurture yourself in body, mind, and spirit. And in gratitude for our time together, let's share in the ancient sound of peace and harmony, the sound of Om, by inhaling. Om, peace, peace, Om. Namaste. Good. Thank you so much.